surface shimmered maybe 150 feet above. I knew I should have been crushed from the pressure. But then again, I shouldn't have been able to breathe. I wondered if there was a limit to how deep I could go, if I could sink straight to the bottom of the Pacific. Then I saw something glimmering in the darkness below, growing bigger and brighter as it rose towards me. A woman's voice, like my mother's, called, "Percy Jackson." As she got closer, her shape became clearer. She had flowing black hair, a dress made out of green silk. Light flickered around her, and her eyes were so distractingly beautiful I hardly noticed the stallion-sized seahorse she was riding. She dismounted. The seahorse and the mako shark whisked off and started playing something that looked like tag. The water lady smiled at me. "You've come far, Percy Jackson. Well done." I wasn't quite sure what to do, so I bowed. "You're the woman who spoke to me in the Mississippi River." "Yes, child. I'm a Nereid, a spirit of the sea. It was not easy to peer so far upriver, but Naiads, my fresh-water cousins, helped me sustain my life force. They honor Lord Poseidon, though they do not serve in his court." "And you serve in Poseidon's court?" She nodded. "It has been many years since a child of the great sea god is born. We have watched you with great interest." Suddenly, I remembered faces in the waves of the Montauk beach when I was a little boy, reflections of smiling women. Like so many of the weird things in my life, I'd never given it much thought before. "If my father's so interested in me," I said, "why isn't he here? Why doesn't he speak to me?" A cold current rose out of the depths. "Do not judge the Lord of the Sea so harshly," the Nereid told me. "He stands at the brink of an unwanted war. He has much to occupy his time. Besides, he is forbidden to help you directly. The gods may not show such favoritism." "Even to their own children?" "Especially to them. The gods can work by indirect influence only. That's why I give you a warning. And a gift." She held out her hand. 3 white pearls flashed in her palm. "I know you journeyed to Hades' realm," she said. "Few mortals had ever done that and survived. Orpheus, who had a great music skill. Hercules, who had great strength. Houdini, who could escape even the depths of Tartarus. Do you have these talents?" No, ma'am." "Ah, but you have something else, Percy. You have gifts that you have only begun to know. The oracles have foretold a great and terrible future for you should you survive to manhood. Poseidon would not have you die before your time. Therefore take these, and when you are in need, smash a pearl at your feet." "What will happen?" "That," she said, "depends on the need. But remember, what belongs to the sea will always return to the sea." Was that a warning? Her eyes flickered with green light. "Go with what your heart tells you, or you will lose all. Hades feeds on doubt and hopelessness. He will trick you if you can, make you mistrust your own judgment. Once you are in his realm, he will never willingly let you leave. Keep faith. Good luck, Percy Jackson." She summoned her seahorse and rode towards the void. "Wait!" I called. "At the river you said not to trust the gifts. What gifts?" "Goodbye, young hero," she called back, her voice fading into the depths. "You must listen to your heart." She became a speck of glowing green, and then she was gone. I wanted to follow her down into the darkness. I wanted to see the court of Poseidon, but I looked up at the sunset darkening on the surface. My friends were waiting. We had so little time. I kicked upward towards the shore. When I reached the beach, my clothes dried instantly. I told Grover and Annabeth what had happened and showed them the pearls. Annabeth grimaced. "No gift comes without a price." "They were free." "No," she shook her head. "There's no such thing as a free lunch. That's an ancient Greek saying that translated pretty well into American. There will be a price. You wait." On that happy thought, we turned our backs on the sea. With some spare change from Aries' backpack, we took the bus into West Hollywood. I showed the driver the underworld address slip I'd taken from Auntie M's Garden Gnome Emporium, but he'd never heard of DOA recording studios. "You remind me of somebody I saw on TV," he said. "You a child actor or something?" I'm a stunt double for a lot of child actors." "Oh, that explains it." We thanked him and got off quickly at the next stop. We wandered around for miles on foot looking for DOA. Nobody seemed to know where it was, and it didn't appear in the phone book. Twice, we had to duck into alleyways to avoid cop cars. I froze in front of an appliance store window because the television was playing an interview, and somebody, who looked very familiar, my stepdad, Smelly Gabe. He was talking to Barbara Walters. I mean, as if he were some kind of huge celebrity. She was interviewing him in our apartment, in the middle of a poker game, and there was a young blonde lady sitting next to him, patting his head.